It's all around you. Hit it. London, Paris, Munich, everybody talk about pop music. Talk about pop music.
Hello! Every week I'll be taking a look at some of the biggest bands and performers in my A to Z of pop music. So it's time to pop a coin in my slot and crank up the Ducasse jukebox. So we're kicking off the G's with Geri Halliwell, and our favourite ginger came to international prominence in the 1990s as a member of the Spice Girls, who together sold over 80 million records, making them one of the best-selling girl groups of all time. In 1998, Geri sensationally left the Spice Girls on Mel B's birthday, with insiders claiming tensions between the girls, who wouldn't allow her to do an interview for breast cancer by herself. However, proving friendship never ends, she rejoined the group in 2007 for the global tour Return of the Spice Girls. Geri was often said to be the weakest singer in the group, yet has gone on to be the most successful as a soloist, when in 1999 she launched her solo career with the release of her debut album Schizophonic, which spawned 3 number ones, the Chico Latino, Lift Me Up and Bag It Up. And of course the lead single, Look at Me, saw her kill off Ginger Spice. In 2001, Halliwell released her second album, Scream If You Wanna Go Faster, and the first single, It's Raining Men, peaked at number 1 in the UK and went on to become Halliwell's biggest hit to date. After a few years of relative obscurity, in 2013, Geri became a judge on Australia's Got Talent, and later that year, it was announced that she would return to the music industry in Australia. With the release of her first solo single in nearly 8 years, Half of Me sold 393 copies and charted at 281. Zigga, Geri. With 11 number 1 singles, 7 as part of the Spice Girls and 4 as a soloist, can you believe Geri is the female singer with the 3rd most number 1 singles in the UK chart history ever? Here is her summer hit, the Chico Latino, which translates as My Latin Boy.
Highway, so take me back to my sweet La Vida. Find my love, my dolce vita. Show me where I need to go. ¿Dónde está mi chico latino?
Our second G comes in the form of George Michael. George rose to fame during the 1980s with Wham! And launched a solo career in 1987 with his debut solo album Faith. However, did you know that none of the singles from that album ever topped the UK charts? We all know that his music is legendary. I mean, what a voice. He sold over 80 million records and duetted with the likes of Elton John, Aretha Franklin, Whitney, and at one stage he was seriously considered as Freddie Mercury's replacement with Queen. But I know you lot, and I know you love a good bitch, so I thought I'd help you out. Did you know George has been seen in 7 car crashes and is currently banned from driving? His single, Last Christmas, is the UK's best-selling song never to get to number 1, kept off the top of the charts by Do They Know It's Christmas? And who can forget when undercover cop Marcelo Rodriguez busted him in 1998 for soliciting in a men's toilet, which led to George publicly revealing he was gay. And I had no idea he was a solicitor, and with his money you'd think he could afford an office, wouldn't you? And finally, did you realise you can rearrange the letters of his name to create the sentence, I come, he goggle? I should be on Countdown. I really should. Anyway, enough. I'll let you watch this. I need a loo. Now, we couldn't have a G without a Gina, and of course the Aussie star made us all scream for just a little bit more back in 1996 when she flew the flag for the UK at the Eurovision Song Contest in Oslo. The song came a very respectable 8th in the competition and hit the number 1 spot in the UK charts. For those die-hard Euro fans, you may remember that she entered the UK selection programme again in 2005, competing against a pink rubber-suited pregnant Katie Price and ultimately losing out to Javine. Now, our Gina lives in LA with her husband and 2 kids and writes TV and film scripts, as well as running her own record label, proving there is life after Eurovision, for some of us. So get ready to scream your lungs out. Here's Gina.
Every moment I'm just thinking of you. Just a little looking for.
Join me next time for the next exciting letter in our A to Z musical alphabet as I invite you to go pop with me.